lot of time researching all different ways of looking at the Passion. Read a lot of philosophy, read a lot of poetry, both ancient and traditional and modern. I was raised a Catholic, so I knew a lot of the Gregorian chant and the traditions that go along with the Passion. And all of those things mean so much to me that they all came together in this wonderful sort of combination. We've got some jazz, we've got Gregorian chant, we have sort of your traditional 20th century sound kind of music, a cappella chorales, you name it, it's all there. Plus the sound of actors' voices, which I find particularly exciting.
And Jesus cried out with a loud voice.
It's a matter of a question. Why did he do it? You know, in the prologue, there is a very interesting phrase that God loved us because he suffered. And, you know, suffering is part of love. You know, without the suffering, you don't fully understand love. When the event is immersive like this, you are, in a way, a participant. The performers are very close to you. You feel the physical presence. You also feel the effort, the physical effort of performance, which is athletic at so many levels.
So the paintings or tapestries, as we refer them to, they're a little bit more reminiscent of stained glass windows in churches. So they usually have narrative and symbolic elements in them. And then when the videos happen, it's during the cry. And that's like, our concept was always that the sort of the windows shatter or the tapestry ruptured and you see out into something that's really intangible.
The duet for the two dancers that deals with some very graphic physical lines, that is riveting. So that I thought it would work for things to be a little bit more literal, and I know that that's something that Don had envisioned as well for movement and dance. So it's really about where focus should be drawn at any given time.
God is love, yeah. And that one happens kind of in the midst of all this chaos, and the choir is singing, and it's singing about, you know, Christ, and, you know, if you saved others, you know, save yourself, and all of this hate and everything that's going on, and then everything kind of, the texture kind of clears, and then there's this solo that I'm singing and called God is Love, and it just is kind of like it's an interesting juxtaposition, I think, and it kind of presents the opposite view that, you know, love is all around us. It's not just between God and humans, it's between human and human. And I mean, there's so much. Not only do you have a lot of different musical things going on, but then you have all this, you know, costuming, you have dancers, you have the multimedia stuff. So it's going to be a lot for the audience to take in. Yeah, I think people are going to want to come back for a second performance just to be able to catch everything.